Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Morning Banter Show. Sorry, yesterday I wasn't available. I wasn't feeling too good yesterday, but I feel a bit better this morning. And yes, back again, as they say. And I've got a very special guest, of course, as normal, always on a Wednesday. Daniel, good morning, Daniel. Daniel Bailey, the blind Gooner. How are you, mate?
Good morning. Good morning, Claude. Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm good. It's good to be back on the show again. Yeah, I'm really good, mate. I'm really good. Hope you're well.
Yeah, so Daniel, big game tonight, of course, as we all know, it's a big game tonight. Very important game for Arsenal Football Club. Need to get back to winning ways again. I can't believe everyone is now calling us the underdogs tonight, but tonight we play a team that's in fourth place at the moment in the league. Southampton doing very well at the moment. But Daniel, your thoughts, mate? First of all, Sunday. I've not heard your thoughts on Sunday, really. What was your feeling on Sunday's game?
Terrible, Claude. Do you know what? I didn't expect any different, and I was the only one that predicted a loss on Sunday. I actually did. I mean, the fact that we only lost 1-0, I predicted a 2-1 loss. But yeah, absolutely terrible, mate. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changing. It's all the same. It's the same shit. Do you know what I mean? It's yeah, absolutely dreadful, mate. Absolutely dreadful. And do you know what? I'm finding it very hard to watch Arsenal at the moment. Finding it very difficult, and it's yeah, it's not great, mate. And I don't see things improving. We're on a downward spiral, and yeah, it's not looking great, is it?
No, I didn't think that. But I was watching the game. I didn't think Burnley really offered anything until the sending off, really, until the Granit Xhaka sent off. In fact, all they were doing was letting us have the ball, and when they did break, they didn't have any purpose about their breaks, apart from that one moment in the first half where he should have put it away. But the sending off, the stupidity of Granit Xhaka, and it's not the first time, and was so unnecessary. But I mean, everyone says he's got caught out in the passion of the game, but come on, you know, this is you don't get someone by the throat, do you? And especially you're not in front of the referee, which I thought was quite surprising that the referee actually saw it first of all and gave a yellow, and then go to the screen when it was right in front of him in the first place. But that's another thing.
Do you know what was worse for me though, Claude? Yeah, what Granit Xhaka done was worse, but the fact that Arteta come out and defended him and said it was passion. Where was that same energy when Pepe done what he did? You know, where was that? What, you know, you just threw Pepe under the bus, but yet Granit Xhaka gets a pat on the back and congratulated for showing passion. It's absolutely, you know, oh mate, it's a hypocrite. He's a hypocrite. Arteta is. He's a massive hypocrite. You know, the punishments that he dish out to certain players. And do you know what, right? This is where I think he's lost the dressing room. He has completely lost the dressing room. And, yeah, he's clueless. And do you know what? All these leaks coming out, I wouldn't be surprised if it's from one of the players. It's got to be. It has got to be. You know, it's not a coincidence that he's alienating certain players. I bet it's one of them that's leaking it out.
An unofficial pundit who's a big Man United fan there. Nice guy. We always have a bit of a banter between ourselves. He said, "Are you forgetting our joint 11 we had at the start of the season?" When he said, "Now we probably wouldn't get one in their team." Yeah, well, I don't know anymore. I don't know. They seem to be on the right. Mind you, I don't know what the difference with United and Arsenal are. They seem to have a lift 1 minute and going down the next.
Yeah. Even Charles
don't
Watts,
know.
right? Even Charles Watts. Even Charles Watts, who's a big Arteta fan, said I watched one of his videos, and he turned around and was like, "It's it's very hard to keep defending Arteta when he keeps picking the same 11 and not risking changing it up, especially when players are doing so well in the Europa League. Yeah, we've got to take into account that it's different opposition, but you know what? Give them a chance. What have we got to lose? Because this crop of players ain't doing nothing, and it's just, yeah, mate, it's just horrendous. It's just a complete mess.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. As you say, keeping the same players, keeping Bellerin, keeping Granit Xhaka in the team. Even Aubameyang is not away from criticism as well, because he's done that. You know what I mean?
No.
So, where'd you draw the line? I mean, even he's out. He didn't really publicly criticize Pepe, but he doesn't publicly criticize with Granit Xhaka. It's about passion. So what was Pepe's all about then? I think that doesn't go down too well when you start favouring certain players and not.
And he's not even favouring players that are any good. Let's be honest here. He's favouring crap players. And do you know the biggest thing, Claude? And I said this after the North London derby. The biggest thing for me is that Arteta doesn't see there's a problem. He just comes out and says, it's margins. If we were scoring goals, we wouldn't be in this situation. He doesn't see that there's a problem. And that's what's worrying, is that he just thinks that everything's rosy. And, if he thinks that's a good performance, I'd hate to think what he classes as a shit performance. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's horrendous. The guy is clueless, mate. And then you've got these people, you've got Edu above him who's just as clueless. And then you've got the board who can't agree on anything. And then you've got the owners that are missing. Do you know what I mean? It's just a total mess. And then you've got a fan base that half of them doesn't think there's anything wrong. You've got a fan base so divided. I tell you what, mate, we are the rot that is at our club, the rot that's there, there's no fixing it. There's no fixing it. It's just a never-ending cycle. And I'll tell you this now as well, for everybody that thinks they're seeing progress, I'll tell you this now, we are in, if not now, but we are going to be in a relegation battle, because I'll tell you something now, we ain't getting anything out of tonight's game. We ain't getting anything out against Everton. And we're certainly not getting anything out against Chelsea and Man City in the Cup if we play like we're playing. So, yeah, we're not getting anything. Come January, we're going to be right down in those relegation places. And that's exactly where we're heading. And I said this as well, right, jokingly, Claude, on my channel, right? I said jokingly that wouldn't it be just so Arsenal-like to win the Europa League and get relegated as well? And I said it tongue-in-cheek, but I tell you what, it could happen. It could happen. A lot of people saying, we're Arsenal, it ain't going to happen. Why not? We're not immune to that. And the way things are going, we're heading in that direction rather than the other direction right now. So, all of you that wanted Arteta, all of you that are still trusting this process, well, if we get relegated, I'll be interested to see how many of you that are still trusting this so-called process, because, you all wanted this, so good luck with that.
Yeah, Bargov is saying you're doing karaoke at Christmas. Is that right?
Not this again. Not this again. Jesus Christ. Not this again. Do you know what? Let me tell you something, right? My karaoke would be better than Arsenal's performances right now. And that's not saying much. Do you know what I mean?
Oh dear, deja vu. I don't know. They might just pick themselves up, because maybe Southampton will come up with a bit of complacency, because they're thinking, they might come up with.
Claude, I tell you this, right? Yeah, I said it yesterday on my preview that I'd done. I said I'm predicting a 3-0 Southampton win, and I can tell you. I think we'll get a result somehow today. I think we'll get a win today. I just get that feeling. We've got to win
it's got to come sometime. And
I'm not so sure.
A bit more and the good thing about today, I think, why we can win today, we have no Granit Xhaka, no Bellerin in the team, and maybe I wonder what you think of. I'm thinking of this sort of lineup on today, right? And I wonder what you think of it, mate. Where is it? Where is it gone? Yeah, my lineup today would be Leno, right, in goal. All right.
Yeah.
I would go Maitland-Niles, Holding, Gabriel, and Tierney. That's the back four. Yeah. I would have El Neni and Ceballos in the two. The four. That's four. I'm going to go 4-2-3-1 here, and I'm going to go Pepe on one side, Saka on the other, Smith Rowe just behind aubameyang. What do you think of that? I think that'd be a good. That, for me, is a team that can win today.
Yeah, is Arteta going to pick those though?
That energy from Smith Rowe as well. I think that.
I don't know what it is with Smith Rowe. He doesn't seem to want to play him. See my lineup. I kind of went with the 4-3-3 because I can't see him changing. I can't see him changing it. I went with what did I go with? I went with Leno in goal, Cedric, Pablo Mari, Gabriel, and Tierney as the defense, and then I went with El Neni, Ceballos, and Smith Rowe. Then Pepe on the right, Saka on the left, with Balogun down the middle. That's what I want to see.
That's right, cool.
That's what I want to see. Because I've said this as well, Claude. I think Aubameyang needs to come out of the team. He's too comfortable. He's too comfortable at the moment. You drop him for a few games.
You know what? If we want to get that win, you play these young players. They've got no fear, have they? So
yeah, exactly.
They'll come in with no fear, and I think it might be good. It might be good to do that today. That's
what have we got to lose? What have we got to lose, Claude?
Oh, exactly.
We're on a downward spiral. We're in free fall. Why not play the youngsters? But listen, Arteta's not going to do that. He's not going to do that. We know that he's going to put Aubameyang. He's going to put, he's going to play Willian. He's probably not even going to bring Pepe back in. Like I say, the only changes he's probably going to make is the ones that's enforced with Bellerin and Granit Xhaka.
Mm.
But yeah, it's mad. It's just total mad, Claude. It's just and that's the thing, right? Yeah, everyone said, we might turn it around against Burnley, and then we didn't, and now everyone's going, we'll probably turn it around against Southampton. When we lose to Southampton tonight, and I say when we lose because we are going to lose. I would even put money on that. Do you know what I mean? That's how confident I am of us losing. Then people will be going, we could turn it around against Everton. But how long do you stick with this, Claude? If we keep losing, how long do you stick with this before enough is enough?
Well, exactly. I mean, we can't keep losing. But I just don't think it's him. I think a lot of them need to be cleared out. Edu, a lot of them. The recruitment's been shocking. Apart from these Gabriel and Party, it's been shocking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then there's talk of us apparently getting Torreira back in January as well, isn't there? There's talk of him coming back.
Well, yeah, boy. Apparently, Atletico Madrid do not want him to. This is what they're saying, because these lot normally get it. Where is it? I'm just going to share the screen for the people. No, this is what the predicted the lineup is. Daniel, 1 minute. I'm just going to put it on the screen for everyone to have a look. The predicted lineup is, and these people normally get it 100% right. So, or 100% right. So they're saying that we're going to go with Leno, Maitland-Niles, Gabriel, Pablo Mari, Tierney, Ceballos, El Neni, Saka, Pepe, Aubameyang, and then Ketia. That's a completely one I've put. One I would line up. This is probably the lineup he'll probably go with. Actually, the sort of, I think he will bring I think he will drop Holding. But I think he'll bring Mari in maybe, but
yeah,
because he played Thursday, so he didn't play the weekend. So there might, I think there could be a little bit of a reshuffle there on that front. Maitland, they go Maitland-Niles as well. Maitland-Niles, they've agreed with me on Maitland-Niles. Elneny, Ceballos, they've agreed. Xhaka, Pepe, they've agreed, and aubameyang. And they're going Nketiah, but I'm not sure. What is an agreement? There's no Lacazette in our lineups. I don't know about you, but I think maybe that's. What do you think on that?
Yeah, Lacazette's a strange one because 1 minute he's playing all right. I would still drop him out. I want to see. I honestly don't want to. I want to see this Balogun given a chance, Claude. I really do. I want to see Balogun be given a few run of games because I really think Balogun and Smith Rowe, those are the two players I want to see be given regular starts.
Yeah, I mean, as you say, these are games. I think Reece Nelson at the moment is injured at the moment, so he will.
Yeah.
These are the games I would give them. I would start because at the end of the day, if the same old players are doing the same old shit and costing us games, why can't we give other players a chance? Why shouldn't we be giving other players a chance? And
comes down to the manager having favourites. I mean, that's what it is.
People goes on about Bellerin. He's only 18, but then again, I'm thinking about Michael Owen. He started at 18, didn't he?
Yeah.
You know?
So did Mbappe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, he started very young. Why should age be a problem, right? Yeah. You know what? Why not give him a chance? This is why, right? Yeah. The English league, the English Premier League is crap at developing young players because we nurture them too much. Like we don't give them enough opportunities. You look in the Bundesliga and La Liga, they're always giving their young players opportunities. Yeah, they might not work out always, but they're getting opportunities. That's why they're always producing talents. We don't, because we just dampen everything down and just oh no, they're not ready yet. They're not ready yet. They're not ready yet. And it's just that I don't know. It just completely baffles me. And do you know what makes it even more baffling, Claude? Is that every game that Smith Rowe and Balogun have played, they've made an impact. Okay, yes, we have to take into account that it's against lower opposition, but they've made an impact. You can only beat what's in front of you. And yet they get dropped. And yet these experienced guys have made zero impact, and yet they're regular starters. And yet Arteta said, "Oh, I'm picking players based on performances." What a load of rubbish! Because if that was true, then Smith Rowe and Balogun would be instant starters, or maybe at least on the subs bench. But yet they're not, and it's just wrong. It is total wrong.
Yeah, you look at Greenwood. You could go Marcus Rashford. You could go all these players. All started very young. I mean, I don't get this carry on where you can't play them. They're good enough. They're old enough.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, if we had a pile of injuries, they would be playing as well, wouldn't they? So,
and here's the thing, Claude, as well, right? Yeah, everyone's saying they need to learn, they need to develop. How are they meant to develop and learn if they're not getting a chance? They can't develop and learn sitting on the bench or not being picked. How are they meant to develop and learn? And that's my issue with this. All this, there are people saying, "Oh, but they're not ready. They need to learn. They need to go out and learn their trade." And here's the thing, right? Yeah, this is like with Eddie Nketiah, right? Yeah, he gets opportunity after opportunity after opportunity, and yet he's not taking it. But yet these guys, they play the odd game, do really well, and then they don't get this opportunity. It's just total wrong. And I said, right, Arteta's got his favourites, and it doesn't matter whether you're playing crap, whether you've got flu, whether you've got COVID, you're still getting in the starting lineup because you're his favourite, and it's wrong. It's just total wrong.
What do you think of it? Hope Gaming's coming in with one here. Balogun, what do you think about the Edu statement yesterday? About backing Arteta, saying he's doing a brilliant job.
Didn't really expect any different. Doing a brilliant job. Obviously, he's seeing, and I'd love to know what he's seeing. I'd love to know what he's seeing to kind of back up that statement, because the table doesn't lie. And the only thing I kind of didn't read too much into is when he come out and said, that Arsenal aren't going to spend anything in January, which is, we hear that every kind of transfer window, don't we? It's always the same. And yet we end up spending. So you've got to take that with a pinch of salt. But him backing Arteta, I didn't expect any different, because they're clueless. They don't make the ruthless decisions. And I'm sick of it, Claude. I'm sick of it. I'm getting to the point now. Where I don't even want to watch the game. If it wasn't for YouTube, I wouldn't even bother. I'll tell you that now. And you know what? It comes to something when you've got Thierry Henry coming out saying, found out Granit Xhaka was captain, and turning off the telly. Do you know what I mean? That's how most of us feel right now. That's how most of us feel. And when you've got legends doing that, everybody can't be wrong. Do you know what I mean? It's just mad.
Apparently, it's come through. I don't know if that's true. Bilic has been sacked, which I think is a bit harsh, actually, considering the resources they've got. And I thought they played quite well yesterday. But I don't know if that is true. If anyone can confirm it, I don't know if that is true on Bilic. I'll just check that up, because it's just coming through. Let me have a look at that. Oh yes, it's just come in. And he's already left the club, and replacement incoming. Oh Jesus Christ! They already had someone lined up, apparently. So there we go. This is the way football is now. So he's gone. Apparently he's gone. Slaven Bilic has gone. He's left the club, West Bromwich Albion. I thought they'd done really well yesterday. Got a draw at Man City.
Even West Brom are more ruthless than us. Jesus Christ! It's just, and do you know what it is, right? I get when I say getting, like we need to get rid of Arteta. Everybody keeps saying about, you can't just sack managers. It never works. How are we meant to improve? And look at other clubs that sack managers, Claude, and it works out. You look at clubs like Chelsea, who have built success on sacking managers. It works for them, so why can't it work for us?
Yeah, I just feel that one is a harsh one, because I think their resources are awful at the moment. They've got no resources at all, West Brom, and they've just come up and they've been fine. They've quite unlucky, but there we go. I mean, if Big Sam is not going to, I don't know what Big Sam's going to do there, but we'll see.
There
we go. He's the man that they all look to, innit? Wait a minute. Let me get this in. Hold on. Let me plug this in. I forgot to plug my charger in. Anyway, that's quite. Anyway, so certain player will have first team football on their contracts. Let's have a look here. What else have we got lined up? There's something else I want to show everyone today, and it's. Hold on. Let's get back here a minute. Let's go. Yeah. Just carry on here on it. and it's our friend Mr. Mavropanos on loan. And apparently he keeps getting subbed because he's not doing it over there. So he's another one that will be coming back, I think, in January as well. Unless he's on the season-long loan, I don't know. But normally he's removed. He's off an injury, but he was withdrawn half-time in one game, and he keeps getting. And he came off after 53 minutes the other day. So he's not. I don't know. He's struggling over there. He's struggling, and he's another player that when he first joined, I thought he was going to be a really good player, and it doesn't. It looks like he's really struggling, Daniel.
Yeah.
So I can't see. I can see him not coming. He's going to be another one coming back, and we'll have another one on the books that we can't.
Yeah, more deadwood that we can't get rid of.
I don't know whether he's a season-long loan or if it's he could be back in bloody January without knowing our luck. So
that's the only thing, right? That's the only one thing I'm sort of clinging on to is that in the summer, a lot of these players are going to be gone. That's the one thing that I'm trying to. But the problem is we've got a whole half a season, and the way we are at the moment. And do you know what, Claude? Right, I said this as well, right? Yeah, if the board acted now, our season. Okay, our league form is shit, and you look at the position where we're in. But even when you factor in everything, our season, we could still achieve our objectives if the board were ruthless enough and change the manager, because we could still achieve, our objectives. Right from everyone knows from the start of the season was to get back into the Champions League. We could still achieve that. Listen, we're in the Europa League knockout stages. 4 or 5 wins, we could climb up that table because the table is so open. But the longer we leave it, the harder it's going to get. That's the problem. It's all well and good waiting and saying, giving Arteta time to turn it around. But the longer we leave it, Claude, the longer we wait, we're going to be in a worse situation than we are now. And that's why you need to act fast and you need to act, decisively, because if you wait and wait and wait and wait, then we're going to struggle.
I'm just going to bring you a super chat here from Strip Bear, big Chelsea fan. My Chelsea got beat last night. Manchester City drew with the pain, but knowing Arsenal will be beat today makes me happy again. Oh, dear. Well, yeah. What happened to Chelsea last night? I mean,
I watched that game. I did a watch
along. I didn't do no watch along, but you've done the watch along. What happened to them last night? They were looking control, and then suddenly, the game turned around.
Yeah,
I think it's he's going to have this now with all these new players. They are going to get some fun, but until they all settle in together properly, they're going to get a couple of dodgy results as well. It gives me hope for Boxing Day. This Chelsea on this sort of run. This gives me hope.
I'm not so sure, mate. I'm not so sure. I'd like to be optimistic, but I can't see it. I can't see it personally. I can't see us getting any wins. I'm not confident. And that's the thing as well. Even in games, there's not even any glimmers of hope that you can go, okay, well, we looked a little bit better in that game, so maybe this get with. There's just not even anything of that. We just look so flat. Yeah. And I'm not confident.
Are you worried, Stripper? Are you worried that we're coming on Boxing Day where the Gunners are flying? Are they going to put another defeat to Frank Lampard? I wonder. Come on. It's Chelsea not playing that great at the moment. So who knows? This is an interesting game. Interesting game on Boxing Day. Interesting. Mind you, the way we're playing. Vaticanism. Yeah. you know what? Even he needs to be dropped as well. Lacazette, he does need to be dropped now. I think he will be on the bench today, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Don't spam. Who's spamming then? Someone chat. Get Giroud back as number 9. What do you reckon?
Do you know what? Giroud was. Listen, he's like he's like a wine, and he just gets better with age. But yeah, Giroud's doing all right. Yeah, he's doing all right. He's getting on a bit though, isn't he? What, he's 33, 34, getting on a bit, but he's still banging in the goals.
I've done your super chat strip there. What are you talking about? What? You are winding me up, all of you, this morning. I thought I'd done your strip. I don't know. These people driving me mad this morning. From a football from a Fulham supporter, of all due respect, your squad is mid-table standards. That's the truth. That's what fans don't understand.
We're not even mid.
The cup final, wasn't it? It was good enough to win the cup final. So
Claude, we're not even mid-table right now. We're not even mid-table. We ain't even good enough to be mid-table.
See, this is another thing. The injury to Partey, we'll never know if he could have made a much difference. See, that's a big blow to us, losing Thomas Partey as well. He shouldn't have been rushed back like that, to be honest with you. Now he could be out for about another 2 months. Christopher Ward, he lives in Australia. Big up Claudiola and Daniel. I live in Australia. Should I bother to get up for the game in the morning or not? Well, actually, I don't know what time it's over there, but it ain't that far away. We're only 6 hours away over here, so I don't know where.
Yeah.
So what time is
it?
What time is it in Australia? Let's have a look. What time is it in Australia?
Depends, Claude. It depends where you are, because Australia's on different time zones.
Oh, right. Is that right? So
yeah. So it depends what part of Australia you live in. It varies from about 9 hours to 11 hours ahead of us. Yeah, but it all depends on where you live.
Apparently, it's midnight in. No, it can't. Yeah, it's midnight in Kingston. Midnight 22:20. 10:30 in Adelaide.
Yeah.
8 o'clock in Perth. Bloody hell.
Yeah, they're different time zones, Claude. They've got different time zones.
Some are only 7 hours. Some are.
Yeah.
Let's get this super chat. Another super chat in here. 1 minute. From Zardak Dub. How are you, Zardak? Zidane as a team of superstar. Yeah, Real is still struggling. Not entirely sure players are dead. Manager does need to shoulder blame. Yeah, but the only thing is they did win on. They did beat Atletico Madrid on Saturday, didn't they? Or Sunday? I don't remember if it was Saturday or Sunday, but they did beat them. So they can't be doing too bad. Arsenal piggy bank football. Yeah, so I just noticed there's some places in Australia about 7 hours, only 7 hours in front. So, yeah, well.
Yeah, it's mad. It's totally mad.
So it depends what part of Australia you're from. Who was his name again?
Christopher Ward.
Christopher Ward.
Yeah.
Claude, look at Dortmund. Their striker Haaland got injured, and instead of playing someone else out of position, they started someone who just turned 16. No excuses, Arteta. True, very true.
Yeah.
Bargev says the wins are coming. The wins are coming, says Bargev.
Yeah, the wins are coming, but sadly not for us.
Aaron says the club is a mess and needs a new owner. I mean, that's also. But can someone tell me where we're going to find this new owner with four? Do
you know the thing? The thing is, right, a lot of people keep blaming the owner, and the owner's got faults. There's no questions about it. But listen, the owner's not the one picking the team. The owner's not the one, yes, he's putting in the money. You could probably argue that maybe he's not putting in enough money, but he is putting in money. You go and look at the owner is not recruiting, picking recruiting the players, which is the recruitment is probably the biggest problem. So a lot of people are blaming the owner, but the owner is actually he's the least of the problems at the moment, because the owner's not the one getting results on the pitch. That comes down to the manager, that comes down to the players, that comes down to the recruitment team picking the players. So, the owner actually, is yes, he's a problem, but when you look at it in the cold light of day, he is not the biggest problem at this club.
No. We look at the spending. We've spent the same amount really as Liverpool. If net spending is like our net spend is the same as Liverpool, and look where they are at the moment. Leicester,
yeah,
more money than Leicester, and look where they are at the moment.
It comes down to recruit. It comes down to recruitment, Claude. Recruitment. That's the biggest thing. Our recruitment team has been shocking. Absolute shocking. And you can't even say that they've gone for the cheapest options, because that isn't true, right? We could have had Ziyech for 30 million. They went for Pepe, 72 million. We could have had Dominic Sloppersley, 25 million. Instead, they let him go to Leipzig. He's going to Leipzig now. He's not coming. There's no chance of getting him. So you can't even say Arsenal have always gone for the cheapest option.
Yeah, I agree. It's
a mess, mate. Our recruitment is just a mess. Everything's a mess.
Anyway, we'll see. Who knows what's going to happen. Let's see if there's any other comments coming. Oh, there's another one here. No, on it. This is a good one. For me, Joel says, for me, the most disappointing thing about Arteta has been his man management. Guendouzi, Pepe, Ozil, Saliba, etc., and showing faith to players who aren't good enough. Xhaka, Holding, Bellerin, and etc. And in fact, he said that he thinks Xhaka is part of the future. So we'll see. I mean, we'll see. Our friend Kevin Mark isn't on there. So our friend, the owner is held accountable for not firing the board members and not hiring a much more younger and dynamic team to run the club. It's a shambles, mate. Yeah, I suppose in that way. But then what we've got to understand with the owner, Kevin, is that he has no knowledge of football. And I'm afraid until we find someone that's going to put that money down on the table and buys the owner out that does know about football, if you can get all them combinations right, we're stuck. We're stuck, mate. And the reason we're stuck is because Nina Bracewell-Smith gave her shares to him rather than give it to the Russian guy. She sold him the shares, and this is the reason we are in this mess.
And also, David Dean sold us out.
Yeah,
let's not. A lot of people bigging up David Dean, right? Yeah, and this is listen, he done wonders for Arsenal. But let's not forget he sold us out to the Cronkies. So just everybody remember that before they start messiahing David Dean, because he sold us out. Yeah.
So, you've got to look at, these are the things you've got to look at. I mean, if anyone can come in, let's say Dangote from the Nigerian guy, he's the man that wants to come in. If he wants to come in, is there any assurances that he's going to put his money? And even if he puts his money, he needs to get, I don't think it's a matter of putting the money out. I think it's a matter of getting the staff that pick the right players and the right recruitment and getting the communication from top to bottom right through the club on the same level. At this moment, no one is on the same level of communicating.
And let me tell you, this Dan Gotti ain't going to buy Arsenal. He's been trying to buy or claiming to try and buy Arsenal for the last 5 years, and it hasn't happened. He's always pushing it back. And if you really wanted to buy Arsenal, just go and put in a bid. Go and make an offer. But listen, the Cronkies ain't going anywhere. They're not going anywhere.
By the way, Picto Gaming says, give me the starting lineup. If you missed it, my starting lineup tonight would be Leno in goal, Tierney, Gabriel. I'm going to maybe change that. I think that I might actually change it now. I'm going to go Gabriel, Pablo Mari, if he's fit. If not, play holding. Maitland-Niles, the two in the middle, El Neni and Ceballos, Saka on one side, Pepe on the other, Smith Rowe just behind aubameyang. That's my lineup for tonight. I don't expect Arteta to put that lineup. If he does tonight, I'll be very surprised. But said Dan Gotti. Someone said again, Dan Gotti's a fraud. But I mean, you know, but who do we go for here? Who do we want? You know. So there we go. Let's predict. We'll have a prediction in a minute. Daniel's not very optimistic. I don't really want to hear what Daniel's going to tell me.
I ain't optimistic, mate. I'm not optimistic.
No, don't worry. Want to hear it. I think Cedric deserves a chance. That's another option.
Yeah, I think Cedric will come in. I think he'll pick Cedric. I think it'll be Cedric that comes in for Bellerin.
Yeah, because that's another possibility. Let's have a look here. Is there anything else there? Yeah, Emin, smash the lights. Emin, can you do me a favour? Can you put Daniel's channel up? Can you put it on the messages? Can you
in the chat?
In the chat.
Keep spamming it in the chat.
Can you do me a big favour? Because I don't know how to do it. Eminem, if you can do that for me. Smack, we are close to 100 likes. Thank you very much, everyone. Yeah, and keep subscribing. We're on the way to 30,000, not far away. Keep subscribing. Let me get to that 30,000 and then onwards and upwards. And also keep subscribing to Daniel's channel, who's now currently on, nearly on 1,400? So
yeah, I'm trying to get. My first target is to get to 2K and then to get to 5K. So
yeah, that's it.
So, yeah, everyone keep subscribing. Listen, I don't know how many of you's in the chat, but everybody in the chat, please go and click subscribe onto my channel. When MN posts the link, please everybody subscribe.
Yeah, you're right. Kevin Mark says, do you think Pepe will start ahead of Willian? or will Tapas purely start with Willian? Listen, I wouldn't be surprised. Here it is on the chat, everyone. Everyone, I've got it on the chat now. Please subscribe to Daniel the Blind Gooner. It's all on there. Subscribe to his channel, because the more support, the better, because it's a good channel.
Yeah. I've got lots of things planned as well. I've got lots of things planned now that I've fixed everything, and I've got lots of things planned, and I've got a lot of people helping me. So there's lots of things planned. So do go and check that out. Yeah.
Ricardo says Bellerin is too weak to play for the ladies.
Yeah.
Oh dear. No, keep strong. Yeah, Brian Gooner. Do you listen to the games? Yeah. Dave Clark.
What's What's he saying? Sorry, what's he saying?
He's trying to ask you how do you find?
Yeah, that's fine. No, I can answer that. I can answer that. So what I do is, yeah, I listen to the games. I have the commentary on. So when I'm doing watch-alongs, for instance, I have 2 sets of headphones on. So I've got one earpiece with the commentary on, and then I've got one earpiece. Then I've got one headphones reading out the chat and stuff on YouTube. So yeah, I can. Yeah, that's how I tend to follow the games.
Oh, yeah. You can multitask, then.
Yeah, I can multitask, mate. I can multitask.
You know, that's good. That is good, mate. That's good. We've done our thoughts on yesterday. You watched both games yesterday, did you, Daniel? Did you
no, I just done the Wolves Chelsea one. So I just done a watch along for the Wolves Chelsea one, and then chilled out for the rest of the evening.
About the good work. Thanks, Michael, for that super chat. Thank you very much for that. That's very nice of you. Thank you. Yeah. So Daniel. Yeah, someone's asking me what software reads the chat, mate. Really interested.
Yeah, so listen, I like answering these questions because it helps people understand. So the software I use is a screen reader. So well, I've got a MacBook. I've got an Apple Mac computer. So that yeah, it's got built-in speech software which reads all the chats, and that's how I access all the the software when I put banners up on the screen, like with StreamYard and that, and I can put pictures up there as well. So yeah, I've also as well for YouTube as well, I've also found accessible speech software that enables me to use a green screen. So that's going to be the next thing down the line that I'll be getting, along with the with a better microphone and stuff. So yeah, that's going to be the next thing coming along. So yeah, lots of stuff, and lots of accessible software out there.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, see, that a lot of people don't know how you do it. So it's good to know that. Yeah. I'll give you this, Daniel. If you were a manager, what would you do with this squad?
Put most of it in the bin, mate. Put most of it in the bin. Yeah, Jesus Christ! I'd make sure I'd make sure I'd get fitted with a pacemaker as well, because Jesus Christ, what this club does to you, you need it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, Kevin, I've been really busy at the moment. We will be doing one. I'll definitely by the end of the week, we'll definitely do a member stream. Yeah, I'll let you know soon. It should be on the community page quite. So I'll have a word with Terry today about that. So yeah, don't worry, we'll definitely do it. Do one, Claude. Yeah, so we'll definitely do that. By the way, Daniel, that MN's put your thing up anyway, yeah. So he's put it.
Yeah,
up.
Thank you, MM. Yeah, keep MM, because the chat keeps moving fast, mate. Keep putting it in there, because I know a lot of people keep saying they can't see it. So yeah, just keep putting it in there, because the chat, because Claude's got a lot of people in the chat, so it eventually get lost. So yeah, if you can keep putting it in there, I'd appreciate it. But big up yourself, regular on my channel as well. So yeah, big up yourself, mate. But yeah, I ain't confident for the game. I've got to be honest, Claude. I'm dreading it, to be honest. I'm just, it's just the capitulation.
I don't know about you. I wouldn't mind seeing Torreira with next to Partey. I think.
No, I was going to say that, Claude. Right? Yeah, because do you know what? I think Atletico are getting rid of. They don't want him because he's not physical enough. But you put him against somebody next to Partey. Do you remember when? For Liverpool, when Jordan Henderson kept getting a lot of criticism, and you saw a lot of weaknesses with Jordan Henderson, and then when he had the right players around him, he looked a lot better. And I think the same with Torreira. The only thing that worries me with Torreira is that he didn't settle, with his family and stuff, and he didn't really like the cold weather. Yeah, Jesus, not a lot of Brits like the cold weather, do they? But do you know what I mean? He didn't really settle. That's the only thing that worries Partey in terms of footballing wise. You put him next to Thomas Partey, that could actually be decent. We could have a midfield three of Thomas Partey, Lucas Torreira, and Emile Smith-Rowe. Could you imagine that? I think that would be pretty decent. I think that would be pretty decent.
Yeah, so you think we got it bad, don't you? This guy is a big fan of Darlington. Yeah, hi, Ian Barron. Hi, mate. Hope you're well, mate. And yeah, he's going to work now. But see, he's got to go to work for being a Darlington fan. Can you imagine the banter he's getting?
Yeah.
But good luck. Good luck with Darlington this season. I don't even know what league are they in now. They must be in the National League now, surely. Or are they back in the League Two? I'm not sure. Jake, when I said to give him the season, I did. The only thing I will say about Arteta now is if he does go, and I think he will, if he does, the results is who are we getting in? Can we get anyone in January that will steady the ship? Can we get someone like Benitez? If that's
Benitez, Allegri's available, Pochettino's available. Do you know what? Right, and a lot of people frown upon Pochettino, but I actually think, you think when he went into Tottenham, they had a crap team. And he got the best out of that crap team. I actually would take someone like a Pochettino. I really would take him. A Benitez, for me, I would definitely take him as an interim manager till the end of the season. I think he could stable it, do his job, get the best out of these players. Do you know what, Claude? I would even take Sam Allardyce at this point. Do you know what I mean? I would even take Sam Allardyce at this point. But yeah, just somebody who's got experience, somebody who can steady the ship, and maybe just see us through till the end of the season.
Oh, Anthony, sorry, I just want to just get on this because Anthony's come in as a good friend of ours. He says, I'm self-isolating at the moment, out of the way of the family. Oh, so I'm sorry if you're not well. Sorry, mate. I hope you get better. I hope everything is... you get better soon, mate. I really am.
Yeah, get better soon, mate. It's horrible.
Sorry, what was you saying?
No, I was going to say as well, do you know what as well? If you get somebody like a Benitez in now, our season is still salvageable. It could still be salvaged and we could have a good end to the season. But you've got to act now. You can't leave. You can't wait until things get worse. You've got to act now.
Yeah. I know.
And that's the problem.
Yeah, I understand that. Listen, get a speedy recovery to our friend Anthony Herbert. I hope he does. Claude, I'll take Claude and Ty as manager and assistant. Oh, I don't call Jesus. I couldn't work for Ty with 20 minutes on a video is hard enough. Never mind working with him full time. Jesus Christ, do me a favour. I couldn't wait to believe the way he was clapping them after that in that watch along that FT. TV. I couldn't believe the way he was clapping them off. Jesus Christ. See, a lot of people have lost their their money now tonight because they was all supposed to be going back tonight.
I had a ticket, Claude. I got picked out of the ballot.
Oh man, how unlucky is that?
Yeah, I had a ticket. What
happened? Did they put you on to the next one, or?
So they're issuing a refund and then they're going to a future ballot. But mate, let me tell you something. London ain't coming out of tier 3 until mid-February. I can tell you that now. They ain't coming out of tier 3 anytime soon.
No.
But yeah, it's mad. It's total mad.
restricted. Yeah. Okay, Daniel. All right, I think there's any more comments coming in. London is red. Prediction, Daniel. Prediction for tonight. Come on, let's be optimistic. No Bellerin, no Granit Xhaka. Come on, the Gunners have got to win tonight. This is the time.
Do you want my honest prediction or my heart prediction?
Give us your heart and your honest one. Go on, both.
All right, so I'd like to think we could get a 2-1, but my honest prediction is 3-0 Southampton. I think we're going to get hammered. I think it's going to be another. Southampton are flying at the moment. Southampton are flying, and you got Danny Ings who's on fire at the moment. Yeah, I just can't see anything other than a 3-0 Southampton win.
I'm going to be optimistic here, and I'm going to go against you on this one. I'm going to say because we have no Granit Xhaka, no Bellerin, and we have a couple of good fresh players in tonight. I'm going to say this is our first win in ages. I won't even go 2-0 tonight. I'm going to go 2-0 tonight. I'm confident of a win tonight. I'm really confident because this is falling for us. That sending off and that suspension for Bellerin might have been a blessing. Might be a blessing. If we do decide, if we now suddenly go on a winning run, please do not bring them players back.
They are. Claude, you know Arteta's going to do that. As soon as they're back, they're going to be straight in the starting lineup. They are.
That he can look forward to at least a good run of game, good run of wins. No, I understand where you're coming from, Christopher, on that, but no, I'm confident. I think because of that,
yeah,
I just got that. I got that feeling about tonight because those players are out. I'm confident we can win. Confident we can win tonight. But it's still a lot of work to be done. A win tonight doesn't mean everything is back normal. And we've got to start putting a run of games together. No good winning tonight and then going to Everton and losing. By the way, he'll be back for that when he's Bellerin because he's only one game with him. But
yeah, he'll be back.
We'll see. We shall see. We shall see. But we'll see if. I've seen those pictures. Yeah, it's a lot of games.
I ain't confident, Claude. I ain't confident for any of these games.
Right, Daniel, I'd like to thank you very much for coming on the show today.
No worries, mate. It's been great. It's been a good show as always.
And every Wednesday it'd be nice to have you on every Wednesday if we can. Yeah,
definitely, mate. Definitely.
Make this a big thing. Also, as you saw in the chat, everyone there in the chat, there it is. Just before we go, subscribe to Daniel's the Blind Gooner. Big Sam's just got the West Brom job, says Anthony Herbert with a super chat. He's just got the West Brom job. Wow. Well, there we go. They had that already planned, didn't they? So poor old Savin has lost his job, but what can you do? It's just that's how it is, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
It's a result business, apart from if you're an Arsenal fan.
Exactly, mate. Exactly. Oh, dear.
Everyone, please subscribe to Daniel the Blind Gooner. There it is in the chat, everyone. I'll leave that in the chat for a minute or two. Daniel, thank you so much for coming on, as I said. Speak to you all later on tonight. Daniel, what you got coming up on your channel tonight or in the future?
So just obviously the watch along tonight for the Southampton Arsenal game. So I'm just doing that. Suffering that painful game, and then tomorrow there'll be a review at 1:30 in the afternoon with that, myself and Kevin, and then on Friday there'll be a preview for the game on Saturday, and then there'll be the watch along game on Saturday. I'm not entirely sure what other Premier League games I'm going to be doing Yeah, I haven't really looked at the table or the fixtures or anything. So, but there will be a couple of other games that I'll be covering as well. So yeah, that's what's coming up.
Good man, good man. Everyone tune into that because Daniel is a good channel, up and coming channel, and has done really well. He's not been doing it for long, and look where he is already.
Yeah.
Done for that, Daniel. Yeah, take care, everyone. Look, have a good afternoon, and let's hope tonight the Gunners can get back to winning ways. We pray, we keep our fingers crossed. No Xhaka, no bellerin. It's this the night we can turn it around. Take care.
Take care, guys.